Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPLElmer, and today we're going to be going through a match day 13, which is the final for the Champions League team selection. And it's been a while since I've posted a video, just to get a little break from the FPL, which is ended I think 2 weeks ago. Just a little break. I haven't posted in all my social, but now we're back for the UEFA content. Also, the Euros content is about to start as well. I've been tinkering with my team here and there, but I haven't posted a video yet. I haven't posted any shot yet. I'm going to be posting it after the Champions League, which I was waiting for it to finish, but that's going to be coming around. Anyway, guys, with that, before we get into the video, the aim is 600 subscribers before the end of the Euros. So if you're new around here and you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe and also make sure you leave a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. And not wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first, I'm going to look at my match day 12, which was the semi-final, second leg performance. Managed to score 56 points. I mean, I'm sure it was a very disappointing game for most of us, unless you had the likes of Vinicius, who scored 16 points, Harry Kane got an assist, I think, 5 points, Sancho, Vitinha, Valverde, Bellingham, and Kimmich all had blanks. So for Vitinha and Sancho, three for Bellingham and Kimmich, and two for Valverde. Martin, I think, who got a goal, managed to score 7 points. Carvajal, 4 points. Honestly, I don't remember what he did. 4 points. And Marquinhos there, 5 points as well. And then Lunin, I think mostly for the saves, 3 points. And on the bench, we had Donnarumma with 2 points. Davis, 7 points. Just forgot to bring him back into the team. I think I slept on that day, so my bad. Then we had Hakimi and Mbappe with 2 points each. So that was the team for match the 12th. Not a very good display, but I think I managed to get a small green arrow. And yeah, so now let's look at what everyone has clicked the video for. Let's look at my match day 13 team selection. So we can look at my match day 13 team selection. It's going to be against Real Madrid and Dortmund. I think everyone expects the favorites to be Real Madrid, but in the finals, you just never know what's going to happen. We saw it in Manchester United versus Man City in the FA Cup. We saw it in the Conference League. We saw it in the Europa League. A lot of underdogs managing to secure wins. So you never know what's going to happen in the final. But so this is my team without transfers. We have some of the knocked players. At least we have a good spine for the team and 5 transfers to make it a little bit better. So we had Kane, Mbappe, who have to go, Vitinha, Kimmich, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Davis, and Donnarumma, all eliminated. So I think, in a way, I predicted that PSG would go through. But that wasn't the case. As you can see, I have a lot of PSG players and a lot of Real Madrid players in there, but that was not the case. So yeah, so going to be a very interesting final to see how it's going to plan out. So let's look at the team with the transfers and what I'm thinking of doing before the match starts. The match starts on tomorrow. That is how the team is looking like for match day 13. Going to be having Donnarumma on the bench for the final. I don't, because PSG obviously are eliminated. So we've just had news that Lunin is not going to be starting in the finals, which I think is a little bit unfair because he's been performing really well in the absence of Courtois. But I think it might be something to do with illness or something like that. But I still think if Courtois was going to be, if Courtois is going to be was going to be fit, I still think he was going to start over Lunin, which I think I'm sure he feels disappointed in that. But the game, the first keeper is back, so he has to start. So I'm going to be going for Courtois in goal. And then we have Marquinhos and Hakimi who can join Donnarumma on the bench as well. That's why we're going to be having Madsen in there. I think it's good to have some Dortmund players in there because, as I've mentioned, you just never know what's going to happen. And Madsen has been looking really good in that left back position. He's looking very attacking, performing really well. Shame that he's been left out of the Netherlands team as well, he was in the provisional squad, but he's been left out. Which was a little bit disappointing, but I'm sure he's going to be able to bounce back. He's still a young lad. He has some time on his hands. He might be able to get into future teams. But so Matson will be in the part of the defense. Then we have Rudiger in there as well, part of the defense. Rudiger has been performing really, really well. Not a lot of attacking returns, but I think a lot of ball recoveries, which I think is very good. So I hope he's going to be able to perform against Dortmund. And then we have Carvajal, who's very attacking as well and very fond of may get a cheeky goal here or there and some assists as well. And also very good in ball recoveries as well because he's also very good defensively. And so yeah, he's going to be in the team as well. That's the defense. I think it looks solid with Courtois in there. Then we have the midfielders. We have Bellingham, who's been the that's been voted the best player in La Liga, which I think is a very good victory for him. He's been playing really, really well. He can be able to do the same in the final, play really well, and get a goal and or an assist, and or both in the final as well because he's been playing really, really, really well. Then we have Valverde as well in the midfield there. Valverde has been playing really well, getting a lot of goals as well. We all know he's very good when it comes to long range shots. So I think it's going to be fine. I hope he's going to be able to perform as well against Dortmund in the final. Then we have Sancho. He played really well in the first leg against PSG. Not so well in the second leg, but I think because the second leg was a little bit cagey with PSG having the most chances. So I hope that Sancho is going to be able to start and is going to be able to perform against Real Madrid in the final and get a winners medal to go and show off to the Manchester United lads back in Old Trafford. It's going to be an interesting dynamic for him. I hope he's going to be able to perform. Then we have Brandt finishing off the midfield as well. Brandt has been looking really, really good against in the Champions League. It's a shame he's not been called up to the German squad, but I think because he was injured early on in the season. But I hope he's going to be able to perform against Real Madrid and going to be able to perform. So that's the midfield. Looks full of goals, full of assists, and he's going to be able to deliver the points. Then finishing off the team, we have the forwards. We're going to be having Rodrigo in there against Rodrigo in there as well. Rodrigo has been playing really well off the right at striking. He's been missing a lot of chances, but he's been playing really well. I know he's going to be able to start and going to be able to perform. Then you have Vinicius in there as well. He's been playing really, really well as well. He's been looking very good. I think he has a lot of goals, a lot of assists. I think he's the main man behind Bellingham or in front of Bellingham, whatever way you want to look at it. But I think he's the main man at Real Madrid at the moment, and are going to be able to perform against Dortmund. And then we have finishing off the team. I think I prioritized going for an attacker rather than going for a Dortmund defender because I think it's more likely they're going to score rather than going to keep a clean sheet. So that's why I've gone for full Krug in there, and I'm sure it says captain in there because I forgot to change in the graphic. But I think I'm going to be captaining Jude Bellingham or Vinicius Junior in the final, but still have to decide. I'm not even sure. The transfers are not final, of course. I might change it the end of the before the deadline reaches. But for now, this is what I'm thinking of doing. Fulkrug in there, Rodrigo in there, Vinicius, Bellingham, Valverde, Sancho, Brandt, Matsen, Rudiger, Carvajal, and Courtois. That's going to be the starting 11, and then the bench is going to be the limited PSG boys: Donnarumma, Marquinhos, Hakimi, and Vitinha. So that's the team for the final. Let me know in the comments how your teams are looking like, and if you have any questions, of course my Instagram DMs are always open. Links are down in the description for all of that. And the Euros content is going to be coming up. So I'm going to be posting, I'm going to be making a league, I'm going to be making content on that. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye bye.